Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. We are Michael and Crystal, and as everybody knows, we are online digital business owners. Today, we are super excited to have Dr. Alaba and Jummy visiting or joining us from Ontario today. And so I won't take away their full introduction. If you guys want to go ahead, introduce who you are and where you guys are from.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jimmy, and here's my husband.
I am Alaba. We live in Ottawa, Ontario.
Yeah, I work with the government of Canada, and my husband here works with one of the universities here. We also have a digital business, which is
Up and running.
up and running.
And
We started last year, and we're so grateful for where it has brought us by the power of God.
Perfect.
Great. Well,
Thank you.
We're happy to have you here. What did you both do before working online?
So, okay, like I mentioned, I work with the government of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And before then, I used to work with one of the Canadian banks.
Okay.
And that's when I remember those times, I used to take a lot of overtime, and everything, just walking away from the family. And that was one of the reasons we're looking for something. And my husband works with one of the Canadian universities.
I work with the Canadian University in Ontario here. And I've been in the education sector for over 30 years. So back in my home country, I started my career as an educator from high school to university professor. And then when I came to Canada, I continued my career with the Canadian University. So this is what I do. And this is what I've been doing before we actually came into the digital business world.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
so, why did you guys want information and what made you decide to start an online business?
Well, the point is this: we were living well. We were actually living well. We're living good, and even before coming to Canada. But when we came to Canada, the whole thing changed. The trajectory of finances, the the scene in the Western world is quite incomparable to what we experienced where we came from in Africa, you know. And because in Africa, when you say you own a house, you own a house. It's you that builds it. So not the bank, not the mortgage. But coming to the Western world or to a Western country, you discover that when you own a house, someone is actually paying on your behalf, pay for the house on your behalf on a monthly basis, which is mortgage. We have to pay that and a lot of bills. And then we actually earning reasonable salaries. Okay, my wife and myself, we are earning reasonable salary. But the point is, at some point, we have to ask ourselves, do we need to continue to service revolving loans or revolving debts? No. If we have to continue with that for the next few years, then what will our retirement season look like? And that was what actually prompted us to, okay, wait. We needed something that is sustainable. And besides that, my wife was someone that took lots of overtime in order to buffer our monthly finances, in order to pay up our bills.
And that means sacrificing family time, not always being there. I remember when my son would wake up on Saturdays and would be told mommy has gone to work, he would just start crying. Sometimes they would call and leave message, my phone and stuff like that. Those times that you have to start thinking, oh my God, what am I doing? And despite all the hours of extra earnings, it's still not enough to actually cater for. Because we have back home responsibilities as well, catering for people back home. We have also people that we help and, charities that we support. despite, but we don't want to just continue to live from hand to mouth, just meeting our own needs. We want to be able to save for future needs. We want to be able to save for our children's education. We want to be able to save for retirement as well. We want to have good vacation, not just, and also we want to have a little bit of control more over our time, because with the type of work that I do, you can't just take a vacation of like 4 weeks. Who will give you that? 3 weeks?
Even 2 weeks.
You can't even afford, even when you're
2
sick.
weeks. 2 weeks.
You struggle to go to work because there's no sick hours anymore. It's all laid out. There's so not much room that you can wiggle about. So all of those are little points that we actually combined together and thought, wait a minute, we're not getting any younger. Am I going to be able to continue to do extra hours, all the time? And when are we actually going to have a break? So that's when we came to the point of looking for it.
And it's actually heartbreaking for your children to make some requests and you find yourself in a situation that is beyond your control and you're not able to actually respond to their. Say, for instance, your son or your daughter comes to you and says, hey, I want you to stay home today. You know how emotional that is. And you feel, hey, you know what? I have to go to work. And then if I don't go, that's going to impact our finances, our family. And your child breaks to tears. That's what kind of emotional trauma could a child experience more than that? So all these were things that actually come together to say, well, we needed something to bail us out of these financial imprisonment.
And we need to have more family time, together.
Yeah. When you said, Jummy, before about the Saturdays, like having to go to work on the Saturdays and how hard it was, I can definitely relate. When I started I used to have my own online business, my own business before working online. I had a business for 15 years and I worked Monday to Friday and then Saturdays. And it was the same thing, just leaving them 6 days a week. When we had our twins, I stopped working Saturday at the office, but I still had to work at home. And it's just so hard on kids in your family life to be working so much. It's just seeing their eyes and them crying at the door, like they just don't get why you have to leave all the time.
They don't.
So
I
totally
just want to have their parents to themselves.
Yeah, I agree. So how would you say, how has your lifestyle changed now that you guys are working online?
Oh my.
Well, that's something that's invaluable. Let's talk about family time first. So in those days, she will have gone for overtime.
Yeah.
Right now,
even
Sundays. Right now, we wouldn't be able to grant it this interview. She didn't have the time.
Right.
Okay. But now we are, by the grace of God, we are more comfortable. Okay. Now let's talk about family financial situation. Wow. We thank God for everything. Before this business, we were in debt. We were earning reasonable salaries. Don't get me wrong. As somebody that works with a university, I earn reasonably. My wife works with the federal government of Canada. She earns handsomely. But the bills were taking huge fraction of these monies from us. And we had to depend on our credit card and loans to sort out some things. Guess what? We started this business April 2020. From then till now, we've been able to pay about 12,450 student loan.
Wow.
The loan was supposed to be paid within 15 years. Okay. Then we had credit card debts, and we were able to sort out and settle this completely 100%, 46,050
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And my husband can sleep well.
Yeah.
It's a huge weight off of your shoulders.
Yeah.
Exactly. The burden of having debts on on your back is really, it was weighing him down more than myself. I'm new to, but he could not sleep. He could not, he's always tense when it comes to money matters.
No, whenever she asks me for money, then whenever she asks me for money,
whenever we have to make any expense, like we will have to do this, it flies off the handle.
Yeah.
But now it's relaxed because there's a source, that is sure. There's also we can see the physical manifestation,
now,
like the money is coming in.
Well,
so we're settling it.
As a woman, as a lady, you men out there, including Mike, who understand who understand the mental torture a man goes through when your spouse asks you for money and you feel indebted and committed to your spouse or your children, and there is nothing you can offer. You don't have what you need to give them. It's a kind of mental torture. So that was what she's trying to explain. I was like, oh my God, I need to make these people feel really good. But now, trust me, by the grace of God, I even offer to give them money.
He's the one that was saying, oh, let's go there. I'm like,
come on, let me give you a treat.
Yeah, I completely understand.
And what I think is the most amazing part, you said you started April 2020.
Yeah.
So right when the pandemic started, like right when the world shut down.
That's right.
Instead of your situation getting worse, everything got better. You guys are doing an amazing job in the community, paid off that much debt, and you guys are just doing amazing. Like, you guys just got to speak this week and share your story with everyone.
To what I just told you, all glory be to God. We God provided us with 2 new cars last year, okay, and within a space of months, not up to a year, we were able to pay one of the loans for one of the cars 100% full, zero debt on one of the cars.
That's fine.
And this is possible by the grace of God through this business.
So apart from money, it has helped us tremendously in terms of the monetary gains. But apart from that, we also have self-development. We have changed a lot between that time and now. We have learned a lot, on this business. We now mentor so many people. I mean, we have over 150 people under us. So self-development, the growth, is shining, through. And we're able to also mentor other people. A lot of things that, I won't be able to kind of like mention them one by one, but talk of what we have learned, the growth in terms of technology, in terms of books, in terms of how to manage people, it's just amazing.
And the kind of personalities we have actually been able to meet since we started this across the globe.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Social connections.
It's amazing. The number of people we've been connected with, the professionals in different fields, different disciplines, different sectors. And these people wouldn't have been able to meet people like this if not for this business across continents. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. We have one last question for you. We appreciate your time. You guys have been great. What is the best part about this business for you guys?
The best part of this business, one, I'm going to quickly put together a few things. One, because talking from my experience when we started up to now, the training has been amazing. It is equal to none. The training provided through this business, in this business, is amazing, is equal to none. And what about the type of quality community support? Okay, the community support we receive has been helpful and has been very useful and contributed to our progress. Otherwise, we would have been lost in the wilderness. we will have not been able to achieve how much we have achieved and how far we have gone. So that is very, very, very important to us. Maybe you want to add one or two?
Yeah, the fact that it's relaxing. There's no pressure. You don't have to pressure anyone, you know, to join or anything. I'm not having to go to my friends and family. So in the midst of doing this comfortably, I've not lost my face, amongst my friends or my contacts. That's so good for me. And
Yeah.
apart from that, the fact that you can do it at any time, you can choose your time anywhere. You can be any, we can travel and still have our business with us. And the system that is working behind the scene is also amazing. Like you just wake up to wonders of what has been done for you. You wake up to good news every day. Those are just I don't know how to describe that. It's indescribable.
Yeah, it's true.
I would have to agree with your first. I agree with both, of course, but the first one with the community support. There's a lot of other businesses out there that promise all this mentorship and coaching and support, and they might have all the training and stuff like that in place, but when it comes down to the support, I have not seen anything like what we have here in our community.
Absolutely.
So I would have to agree with you guys on that one, especially because we as well have relied on a lot of support from people in the community, which has pushed us further in our business. So,
and I was going to say what Jimmy said. I love how you said waking up to like success or waking up to a surprise, like waking up and seeing more people have joined the business, or you've made some more money while you were sleeping, like just things like that, and being able to travel. That's been my favorite part.
The automation portion of this business is next to none. To be able to have that working for you in the background at all times so that you can focus on the things that actually matter in your life is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's wonderful.
Awesome. Well, we don't want to take up too much time, especially on your Sunday and Father's Day. So again, happy Father's Day to you and happy Father's Day to anyone watching. We just want to say thank you so much. Do you have anything else you want to say before we say goodbye?
Well, just a word to anyone that is watching us or listening to us right now or thereafter, that no successful person relies on one stream of income.
Mm-hmm.
No successful businessman or individual relies on one stream of income. And if you are skeptical, if you are unable to take risk, then the distance at which you move to your position of destiny will be limited. What does this imply? It simply means throw away your skepticism, take a leap of faith, and launch into the digital world.
That's right.
This is real.
Mm-hmm.
This is legit. This is productive.
That's right.
See you on the inside.
Well, just to add to that, I would just say, so many things are happening in the world which has like buffered up the level of fear that people experience or put out there. But I want to say, flip it around and just think about it. What is that fear keeping you from? What's on the other side of the fear for you? Just like we were able to put our fear away last year and came on board and see where we are at within the space of 1 year. So the sky is not even the limit. You can go beyond that. So just put away your fear and jump on board.
Well said, both of you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. If you're looking for more information, we'll put our link below. Just click the link and we look forward to hearing from you guys some more. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
And have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.